friend, this is Mai with Creative Vibes, and today I want to talk about the importance of cultural humility and how it differs from cultural competency. So cultural competency is the idea that a clinician can be competent in working with people from other cultures, backgrounds, languages, etc. The problem with competency is that there's an endpoint. You can take a continuing education course or take one class and suddenly you're a culturally competent therapist. But that's not really how it works in real life. You'll never really be culturally competent unless you're part of that culture. Frankly, I feel it's a little insulting to claim that somebody is culturally competent, especially if that person has traditionally been a part of a non-marginalized group. Because how can you understand the very intricacies of my culture, my life, my people? How can you understand the impact racism, ableism, homophobia, sexism has on us if you've never experienced it? Culture isn't static. It flows and changes with new generations, and individuals can interpret their culture differently from other individuals. This is where cultural humility comes in. Cultural humility, on the other hand, acknowledges this incongruency and acknowledges that it's impossible to have all of the knowledge you need to fully understand, but one can fully accept and honor these differences. Cultural competency says, I'm the expert, while cultural humility says, you are the expert. Cultural humility is a lifelong process, while cultural competency has an endpoint. Cultural competency applies a set of objectively best practices, while cultural humility says that best practices are subjective, based on the individual and their interpretation of their culture. Now, this isn't saying that if you aren't part of the culture, you can't be a good therapist. No, what this means is that we have a responsibility as the people in power in this therapeutic relationship to do everything we can to explore our own personal biases and listen to the people we serve. Rather than you coming in as the expert here, you're both experts in your own ways, and you're sharing your knowledge with each other to help each other grow. Now, you'll never fully understand some things, and that's okay. That doesn't mean you're not capable of listening, empathizing, and supporting someone, even if you don't understand all these intricacies. But this means that you'll have to constantly be exploring your own personal biases, how that affects the way you view other people, your clients, and yourself, and make changes if needed. I actually have a great resource for this. This is from a journal article from the Journal of Teaching and Social Work called Enhancing Praxis Through Praxis, a framework for developing critical consciousness and implications for strategy by Anne Alvarez. In it, Alvarez talks about how they developed this table in order to help students understand praxis in a thoughtful, thorough way, helping them clarify steps and process of critical self-reflection and emphasizing that all aspects must be addressed. As you can see, this goes through multiple different characteristics of the practitioner in question and reflects on how those characteristics can affect the way their clients perceive them. By doing so, this helps students understand how their characteristics affect their therapeutic relationship and how their clients' characteristics may affect their perceptions as well. It's really important to always be checking yourself and your biases throughout your entire life. Culture and people are constantly changing, and just because you've done the work before doesn't mean you don't have to do it tomorrow and the next day and the next year and 10 years down the line. Thanks so much for watching and hope to see y'all next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.